Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here for another magic product review. Now today I wanted to talk about The Approach by Jamie D. Grant. Alright everyone, so I wanted to do a really quick review about this book. I've heard so many wonderful things about this book, and for years I've wanted to purchase it. I finally went ahead and pulled the trigger on getting it, and I was not disappointed. I believe if you go on Jamie's website right now, and I'll leave a link in the description below to where you can find this, he has both the soft cover and a PDF downloadable version of this book available at a good deal right now. I forget the exact amount of discount it is. I mean, it's like 20% or something like that off of the book. So if you were on the fence about getting it but didn't really want to shell out the money, I would suggest picking it up. Don't quote me on this. I forget exactly how much it was, but I want to say out the door before shipping and handling, I think I paid $55, $57 or something like that for it, marked down from over 70. So it's a really good deal right now. If you guys want to pick up this book, I highly suggest you do so. So what is The Approach? It essentially is, for those of you who have been following me and know about my How to Magish series, it essentially is something very similar. It's Jamie's approach to how to become a professional magician. And he's going to talk about a ton of different stuff in this book. As you can see, it's pretty thick. How many pages is this bad boy? It's almost 300 pages long, and it's packed full of practical material. Now, you're not going to learn any magic in this. He's not going to teach you a double lift, or he's not going to teach you an ambitious card routine or anything like that. What it is it's all practical working advice. Anywhere from how to build up your performance repertoire to how to make yourself look presentable, fingernail care and stuff like that, all the way up to how to actually get booked at gigs and what to do once you're already performing at the gig so that you can have a successful show. So, a really cool book, and there's a few things that I like about it. Number one, it looks super thick and it looks super intimidating. But it's actually very easily readable. I'll let you see here, for example, like what it looks like. So you're not really reading a novel. It's actually pretty easy to read. You'll probably read through it fairly quickly. And not only is he going to give advice, but he's actually going to tell some stories along with it, some anecdotes and stuff like that. He'll jump back and forth between him talking to the reader and him, being in the moment and actually doing the lesson that he's talking about in real time and all that stuff. The other cool thing is that it's actually a workbook, which means, let me find a page. For example, you can see here, there's like some blank spaces that you're supposed to write some things in. The idea is it's a very hands-on step-by-step guide. So you're literally, let's just go right into lesson one. So lesson one is developing your sets, right? So he's talking about, the different types of effects you should know. Can they be performed standing? Can they be reset? Are they smaller than a toaster, for example, right? And then my 12 tricks, and you're supposed to fill out this section here, and he literally wants you to actually fill this out. And then once you filled it out, he's going to walk you through step by step and have you dissect each of those tricks that you put down in the book, and to just go from there and to kind of see if it's going to work for you, if it's not going to work for you, and stuff like that. So it's really meant to get your brain thinking, to get your creative juices flowing a little bit, and to help you build and act. And the way that it flows through is from start to finish. He's sort of going to build your repertoire. Everything's in order, right, chronologically. So he's going to build your repertoire. He's going to get you confident performing for people. Once you've gotten a few performances under your belt, he's going to walk you through step by step how to start doing paid gigs. And he's going to say, okay, cool, so you've got all of this stuff together. Now, how do you perform for people? How do you dress when you show up? Do you have your website made? And talking about referrals and all kinds of really good stuff. So I highly, highly recommend you guys check this out. I'm going to give it a second read through. I've only read through it once. I read through it cover to cover just so I can soak everything in. I highly suggest you guys check it out. I'm going to read through it again, and I'm going to actually complete the work, the workbook. I'm going to go through, and I'm actually literally step by step going to fill everything out in this book just so I can get the full experience for you guys. But I read through it cover to cover, and I can't emphasize this enough, it is amazing. So, who is this book for? Honestly, I'm going to say anyone. If you want to perform magic for real life people, pick up this book. Even if you don't really care about making any money or you don't want to make a living doing magic, you just want to perform magic as a hobby for your friends, still I suggest you pick up this book because there's a lot of tips and a lot of tricks in there that are going to, encourage you to get out, perform for people, enhance your performance as a whole, etc. Now, if you're a beginner and you've never done any of this before, like 3 card tricks and that's it, you can still pick up this book because he's going to go through step by step and teach you how to build up your repertoire so that you can get yourself to a point where you can actually start going out and performing for strangers. Now, I'm a professional magician with over 10 years of working experience in the field, doing magic at paid performances, etc. And there was a lot of really good information in here for me to really think about. Of course, a lot of things in here I already knew from my own personal experience, and there's a little bit of overlap with my How to Magish series as well. So if you guys haven't already checked out my How to Magish series, I can give you a free copy of it if you just go to the link in the description below. Sign up for my newsletter if you haven't already done that, and I'll send you guys a free version of my How to Magish book, which is sort of the same idea as this. But the thing that I like about Jamie's is there's a lot of different experiences in here, things that I didn't experience myself. So there were things in here that I didn't think about, things that made me go, wow, that's a really good idea. I'm surprised I didn't come up with that myself, So, moral of the story is, once you're done watching this review, if this is something you are on the fence about, go ahead and pull the trigger on it. Go to Jamie's website and order your copy of The Approach. Now available in both the softcover edition and the online downloadable PDF edition. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have The Approach by Jamie, please go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know what you thought about it. Let me know how it's helped you guys to become a better magician. And if you made the transition from being a hobbyist to someone that does magic for money, doesn't have to be full-time pro. Maybe you're out working for tips at a restaurant, and the reason is because you were able to get through the things in this book. I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, keep practicing.